Welcome, fellow adventurers. We stand before a journey, a climb, a challenge that many of us face, the mountain of debt. But before we begin our ascent, let's make sure we're all geared up. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications. You wouldn't want to miss any of the tips, strategies, and insights we're going to share on this expedition. This isn't just about making it to the top, it's about the climb, the journey, the lessons we learn along the way. So make sure you're prepared. Grab your gear, strap on your boots, and let's get ready to conquer this mountain together. Remember, this isn't a solitary journey. We're in this together. We're a team, a community, a band of climbers united by a common goal. So let's support each other, encourage each other, and help each other reach the peak. Because together we can conquer the mountain of debt. Now let's take our first step on this journey. Let's delve into the weight of debt, the burden it places on our shoulders, and the impact it has on our lives. Imagine a mountain so monumental, so steep, it seems insurmountable. That mountain is debt. Debt is a burden, an oppressive weight that many of us bear on our shoulders. It's like an unyielding mountain, towering over our lives, casting a long, intimidating shadow. It's a mountain that seems impossible to scale, a peak that's always just out of reach. Just as a mountain climber is weighed down by their gear, so too are we weighed down by our financial obligations. Every credit card bill, every student loan, every mortgage payment, it all adds up to a heavy load that we must carry up the mountain of debt. And it's not just the weight of the debt itself that weighs on us, but also the impact it has on our lives. It hinders our financial growth, preventing us from reaching our full potential. It's a constant source of stress and worry, a relentless reminder of our financial struggles. But it's not just about the money. It's about the freedom to make choices, to take risks, to pursue our dreams. When we're saddled with debt, that freedom is taken away from us. We're forced to make decisions based on our financial constraints rather than our aspirations and desires. Yet, despite the daunting nature of this mountain, we continue to trudge up its slopes, step by step, payment by payment. We do this not because it's easy, but because we have no other choice. We are bound by the chains of debt, chained to the mountain that is our financial burden. But what if there was another way? What if there was a way to lighten the load, to make the climb less strenuous? What if there was a path less traveled, a strategy that could help us scale the mountain faster, reach the peak sooner? Well, my friends, there is such a strategy. It's called velocity banking. It's a method that can help you conquer the mountain of debt, that can free you from the chains that bind you. But what if there was a way to climb this mountain faster, a path less traveled, a strategy known as velocity banking? Meet Jane and John Doe, an average couple buried under the weight of their mortgage. They're just like many of us, struggling to juggle their day-to-day expenses and their daunting home loan. They're barely making ends meet, with every paycheck seeming like a drop in the ocean that is their mortgage debt. But what if I told you there's a way out? A method that could potentially help Jane and John and countless others like them to escape the cycle of debt. This, my friends, is where velocity banking comes into play. Velocity banking. It sounds like a term straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But in reality, it's a financial strategy, one that could help our dear friends, Jane and John, navigate their way out of their financial predicament. So, what exactly is velocity banking? At its core, it's a method of debt repayment. It's about using your income to lower your debt rapidly, to reduce the amount of interest you're paying over time. Velocity banking isn't about earning more. It's about making your money work smarter. Now imagine Jane and John using this strategy. They continue to earn the same amount, but use their income more efficiently. They start to chip away at their debt faster than they thought possible, reducing the amount of interest they're paying over time. Suddenly, their mountain of debt doesn't seem as insurmountable. But how does it work? Well, it involves a line of credit, monthly income, and living expenses. It's about using these elements in a way that accelerates the repayment of debt. It's not a magic bullet, and it requires discipline and commitment, but the rewards can be substantial. So there you have it, a brief introduction to velocity banking, a ray of hope for Jane and John, and perhaps for many of us struggling under the weight of debt. Could velocity banking be the solution Jane and John need? Let's delve deeper. Velocity banking, a strategy not for the faint-hearted, but for those ready to take control of their financial destiny. Let's delve into the mechanics of velocity banking. It's a bit like a dance, a financial ballet, if you will, with each move calculated to shave off interest and accelerate debt repayment. Picture this. Jane and John Doe, an average couple, have a mortgage. They also have a line of credit. In the world of traditional banking, these are two separate entities. But in the realm of velocity banking, They dance together. Jane and John decide to use their line of credit to make a substantial payment on their mortgage. This move reduces the mortgage principal and, as a result, the interest that accrues over time. It's a bold step, but remember, velocity banking is not for the faint-hearted. Now, their line of credit has a balance. But don't worry, this is part of the plan. Jane and John now channel all their income into paying off this line of credit. Every cent that comes in goes right back out to reduce that balance. It's a powerful strategy, turning their income into a weapon against debt. But what about their expenses? Well, they use their line of credit to cover those too. This keeps their money in the line of credit for as long as possible, further reducing the interest. This dance continues with Jane and John using their line of credit to chip away at their mortgage, then using their income to pay off the line of credit. Each step is calculated, each move precise. Over time, they can potentially save thousands in interest payments. And the beauty of this strategy? It's not tied to a specific income level or financial situation. It's about making your money work harder, smarter, and more efficiently. Imagine a life free of the shackles of debt. For Jane and John Doe, this is no longer a distant dream, but an achievable reality. It's time to shatter the chains of debt, to reclaim control over our financial futures. Our journey through the realm of velocity banking has uncovered some intriguing and empowering insights. Let's delve into the key takeaways from this financial strategy. Firstly, velocity banking is not merely a technique, but a mindset. It instills discipline, asking us to monitor our income, expenses, and debt closely. It encourages us to pay more than the minimum monthly payments on our debt and to use our income to its fullest potential. Secondly, remember the power of the line of credit. This tool, when used wisely, can accelerate your debt repayment. By paying your bills and expenses from your line of credit and depositing your income into it, you can reduce the average daily balance, and thus, the interest you pay. Now let's revisit our friends, Jane and John Doe. Once burdened by a mountain of debt, they've harnessed the power of velocity banking to regain their financial footing. They meticulously tracked their income and expenses, used a line of credit wisely, and prioritized paying off their debt. Through discipline and determination, they've managed to turn their financial lives around. Let's not forget, velocity banking is not a magic bullet. It demands consistency and commitment. It requires you to take an active role in managing your money, but when done right, the rewards can be substantial. Velocity banking is a powerful tool in our financial toolbox. It can help us pay off our debts faster, save on interest, and ultimately achieve financial freedom. So let's harness this power, let's break free from the shackles of debt, and let's take control of our financial futures. Remember, financial freedom isn't just about having wealth, it's about having options. The option to live without the constant worry of debt, the option to pursue your passions, the option to live life on your own terms. Debt, once a mountain, now a molehill. This is the power of velocity banking. From insights to action, it's time to take the first step towards your financial freedom. As we've seen with Jane and John Doe, the power of velocity banking can truly transform your financial life. But it's now time for you to harness this power. Head over to myvelocitybanking.com now and set up your free account. This will be your first step towards adopting the velocity banking strategy. Once you sign up, you'll have access to a range of tools designed to help you manage your finances more efficiently. You can track your income and expenses, keep a close eye on your debts, and use the platform's built-in calculator to plan your debt repayment strategy. Remember, the key to successful velocity banking is discipline and consistency, and these tools are designed to help you maintain both. But that's not all. When you sign up, you'll also become part of a community of like-minded individuals who are all on the same journey towards financial freedom. You'll be able to share tips, learn from the experiences of others, and get the support you need to stay on track. So don't wait. Take the first step towards breaking free from the shackles of debt. Visit myvelocitybanking.com today and start your journey towards financial freedom. Remember, the power to change your financial future is in your hands. Take the first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is your step, your journey, your freedom.